Hey guys, so I'm going to start answering your questions today. Um, First question I have is, what do you think of Halloween and should we celebrate it? We'll start with that one. The text I'll be in is 1 Corinthians chapter 8. This. There we go. Okay, Bible, right? So here we go. So 1 Corinthians 8 um, talks about food offered to idols. It says, therefore, as to the eating of food offered to idols, we know that an idol has no real existence, and that there is no God but one. For although there may be so-called gods in heaven or on earth, as indeed there are many gods and many lords, yet for us there is one God, the Father, from whom are all things, and for whom we exist, and one Lord Jesus Christ, through whom are all things, and through whom we exist. However, not all possess this knowledge. But some, through a former association with idols, eat food as really offered to an idol, and their conscience, being weak, is defiled. Food will not commend us to God. We are no worse off if we do not eat, and no better off if we do. And he goes on for a little bit about other stuff, and we'll talk about it some. So the basic idea here is that some people, when they look at Halloween, they see idolatry. They see devil worship. They see whatever. As Christian, they're Christians, and they look at Halloween and they go, "That's what that is about, and I will have no part in it." And that's okay. If that's what they see as what they're convinced of, then if they do that, what it says, we are no worse off if we do not eat, and no better off if we do. So for those who do celebrate Halloween, and by celebrate, I obviously mean in the sense that, you dress up, you go door to door, you get candy, and you stuff your faces with sugar. Like, that's probably what you're thinking of when you're asking me about celebrating Halloween. The people who are using it as a day to worship demons are not celebrating it like that, right? They're doing different stuff. It's not about dressing up and getting candy for them. But, so if you're celebrating it in the sense that you're just going around getting candy, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. As you do that what you're doing is not an act of worship to other false gods. You still have the Christian truth in your mind. There is no God but one, and so you're not walking around saying, "Oh, all these other gods," whatever. Like, you're not worshiping other gods by doing that. But if you're on the side of the fence and you're like, "Look, my conscience cannot bear this, knowing what this day is about for these other people. I can't endorse it, even in getting candy and dressing up," that's fine. That's okay. It explicitly says here that the ones who are who can't do this have had a former association with idols. Maybe somebody became a Christian out of actual, like, Halloweenish devil worship cult or something, and so they can't even be around this stuff because it gives them bad flashbacks or whatever. Like, there are people like that, and yeah, that's fine. That's okay. Um, Neither of you are better Christians or lesser Christians because you go out and get candy or you don't. And that's the key here, is that this is a place where we can disagree about whether we should go out or not. And it's not something that you need to bind people to. Now, if your parents say, "No, you're not going out, you're not getting candy, you're not dressing up," and their reasons are, it doesn't really matter what the reasons are. If they tell you you're not doing this, you're not being involved in this, just obey them. It's a couple hours on one night, and you probably don't need that much sugar anyway. So, just be obedient to your parents if they take a stance on this. Either way, they let you go out and get candy, go out and get candy, have some fun, whatever. Don't try to summon any demons, because that's a bad idea, right? But yeah, there's nothing wrong with going out, dressing up, getting candy, whatever. Nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong if you think that you shouldn't do that and you don't do it. Nothing wrong with that either. So there you go. There's my answer. Move on to the next question. Hopefully whoever asked that question was able to watch this and that it was helpful. So yeah, talk to you guys later. Peace.